still here, and y'all still here too, man. Y'all tuning in, y'all know what this is, man.
Good day, good people. This is the Crocs and Socks podcast, also known as Crocs and Socks the pod. Thank y'all for being here.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, he back. I hear this nigga.
He back.
I hear him.
Pod day. Okay.
Fucking right, it's pod day, nigga.
Woo. Brr. Big brr. That's how we coming in. Let's go, baby.
Crocs and Socks.
Crocs and Socks the pod. Show me this whole work.
Free shiesty.
Trying to twerk.
Shout out to the best listeners in the world.
We made it another week, y'all. Woo!
It's been a week. We gonna get into it. I'm gonna let him rock a second. I'm gonna let him rock for a second.
They don't make good music like this no more.
Not at all.
They gone that long. God damn.
Free shiesty. Shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners.
Yes, sir. We here, man. It's NOVI Lee from NOVI Lee TV.
Good day, good people. This is Crocs and Socks, the podcast. I'm Kennard with the Amp Influencers. As he just said, I'm here with NOVI Lee from NOVI Lee TV, and we want to welcome y'all into the Crocs and Socks podcast. All right, but before we jump into it, because it's been a week. Oh, it has been a week. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and cover these house rules. All right,
house rules.
All you got to do is make sure you got your socks on, your Crocs on, your Crocs on, your socks on. You're comfortable and you being yourself. It doesn't matter if they're in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. You just want to make sure you're comfortable and you being yourself. How you feeling?
And you going
today?
somewhere, man.
You feeling comfortable today?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel inevitable, man. I'm progressing, man. I feel like I'm definitely going somewhere, man. I've been up all day, amped about Studio One, man.
Yes.
Amped about the crew, man.
We got some stuff going on, boy. Hey, listen.
Big stuff, man.
Listen, we're going to get into it. We covered those house rules. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. Where you want to start today?
Oh man,
it's so many places you could go to.
It's so many places.
You know what? I got us.
But I'm gonna tell you who. I'm gonna tell you who shouldn't have been going nowhere.
Yeah, because that's why I think we're going to the same place.
Yeah.
Have your license ever been suspended?
Yes, and it's sad. Let the listeners know what we talking about.
All right. So if you haven't seen yet, the good brother, I don't remember his name. At this point, his name is irrelevant because we've been talking about.
Because he locked the fuck back up.
And we've been talking about him for far too long at this point. So what happened was he had a court date. It's 2024, so we do everything via Zoom. So court dates can happen via Zoom as well.
After COVID, they just said, fuck it. You ain't even got to come. We just going to put the warrant on your ass.
The only problem with this Zoom call was that he was driving when he opened up the camera. The judge is looking at him in the face. He asked the judge politely, give me 1 second. I'm about to park.
No, he said.
I'm at my doctor. I'm at my doctor's office. He was trying to get a little bit of sympathy from the judge. Judge allowed him to park, put the car in park and all that, and then the judge got stern with him real fast.
Nah, he ain't had no choice but to let this nigga pull over because in the back of his mind, he asking the other niggas on the Zoom too.
Y'all watching this?
Are y'all watching this?
Absolutely.
Excuse me. He asking the clerk of court, are you seeing this, ma'am? Hey, I've never in my life seen somebody have the audacity.
Yeah, that was serious.
Bro, what you mean, bro? You better be on the way to the hospital, nigga. What the fuck? The doctor's office. What the fuck you thought that was gonna do?
Plot thickens.
No, then not only that. I'm so real. He's so stupid. You could have just said, nah, I'm gonna call these niggas back.
No.
You could have just called the niggas back. Why would you? What are you thinking?
The plot thickens, though. So, come to find out, judge sentences him that moment. He's got till 6 o'clock that evening to turn himself into the county jail. I'm watching you do something illegal right here on camera in the courtroom. Turn yourself in. He comes out, puts out a video, and gets a little bit more sympathy. He says, man, I'm a church-going man. This done embarrassed me in front of the church. My wife was trying to I was really trying to get my wife to the hospital.
And my family.
Man, listen. So, even after all of that, good brother Charlemagne the God. Shout out to Charlemagne, South Carolina.
Hey, Charlotte the
Gave
God,
him Donkey
man,
of the Day.
The Black Effect Podcast.
Charlemagne redacted the Donkey of the Day upon.
He pulled it back.
Pulled it back.
He pulled it back.
Only
that's never been done before.
Only to have to
that
give
has
it.
Never been done before.
He did it only to have to give Donkey of the Day to the cat again because come to find out, he didn't even have a license to begin with.
Man,
He never had a legal
I'm about to throw that
driver's
out. Ain't no
license.
fucking way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
So I'm gonna ask you this. You don't gotta answer on air. I'm gonna ask you like this.
You know I'm gonna answer anyway.
I know. Do you know anybody who's ever driven while license were under suspension?
Nigga, me.
I figured you was gonna go there.
I'm gonna tell you a real story real quick.
Talk to me, yeah.
Real shit, cause you know on the Crocs and Socks podcast,
We giving it up.
we gives no fucks. We gonna give it up. Pause. We gonna make sure y'all know what's going on, man. Look, this what we did. So it's me, me and my bro. We got them, you know what I'm saying, roommate and shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, shit, I'm about to go out there and pick up a joint, whatnot. Whoop, whoop. I'm coming right back. I'm gonna pull back up, bro. He's like, all right, bet.
No good.
So, man, so I leave. I pick Shorty up. We on the way back to the crib, whatnot, whoop, whoop. And when I tell you, and
What happened, bro? Talk to us.
I'm in the Jeep too, so you know I think I'm cool. You know I think I'm cool, man. I'm in the Jeep too. You know we chilling. I see the lights, blue lights. I say, oh shit. I pull over right, but I'm thinking I'm right like Buddy.
Yeah, nah, he knew he was wrong.
No. I'm thinking I'm right like Buddy, cause I'm like, nigga, I just went to the DMV last week. I buy and sell cars. Nigga, what you talking about, nigga? Like, if it was an issue, I'm pretty sure they would have been like, no, nigga, you can't get this car. No, you can't get this 45-day tag. What are you talking about?
Oh, they gave you a tag.
They gave me 45 days, so I'm in the motherfucker like I'm right. Then I got this in the side. I'm like, I'm right.
You wrong.
Bruh, when that motherfucker came back to the car, he said, this how I knew I was fucked. He said, man, we got somebody to come get you.
Yeah,
I said, no. What's going on? He was like, yeah, your license is actually suspended. I said,
but he gave you an option just to come get picked up?
No, nigga, he took me to fucking jail.
No, you said it like he asked you if somebody could come get you.
He gave her the option.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
So that was definitely embarrassing.
So just a note to the Crocs and Socks listeners, man. We want y'all to stay on y'all P's and Q's. So make sure if your license are suspended, you're not out here driving. And if you are driving, you're definitely not zooming with the judge while behind the wheel of the vehicle. All right, that's not gonna work out for you.
That's
we're gonna leave him be. Look, like I said, he had 3 days on the donkey of the day. So after this, we gonna let it rest unless we hear some more on that story. But
yeah, man, let bro live, man. Maybe I would have played like mental illness or something. I would have been like, yo, I'm kind of slow.
Nah, well, they did say he looked a little. You remember the Beetlejuice dude, short dude with the bug eyes? I think he had like a blonde mohawk at one point. They was comparing him to him, so there may be some of that in play. But I ain't gonna be the one to put that out there.
Then if you would have had a handicap sticker or something, nigga, you ain't even got no handicap sticker talking about pulling up at the doctor's office,
well, yeah,
nigga.
He was.
But in other news,
he thought he was good.
In other news, man,
what's up?
I've been seeing a lot of people being worried about Martin Lawrence, man. After a video recently,
I saw that video. How you feel about it? Did you watch the video or you just heard about?
Man, nah, I watched the video.
How did you feel about what you saw?
Man, I mean, sometimes people have like they off days, or sometimes people like have like off nights and long nights. So I'm thinking when I seen that, maybe, just maybe, shit, bro just had a long day, bro. Like, bro just had, and not only that, niggas is old, bro. Them niggas is doing stunts. Them niggas is jumping and doing all kind of shit. These niggas done made how many movies after not planning on making? We been begging for the shit for a minute, but after they gave it to us, they gave us another one. That Back to America was horrible, shit. But at the same time, it's like, man, you dealing with niggas who ain't been, Martin Lawrence ain't really been doing the acting thing since like national security. That was an action movie that Martin Lawrence was in previously when he was younger in his career. Yeah. But when you dealing with people and actors who are in action movies like that, man, y'all gotta save face, man, and give them, you know what I'm saying, give them some privacy, bro, give them some space. You never know, man, bro, ankle might be hurt that day. Anything.
Well, see, the problem that I had with the video was it felt like Will was having to guide him, not so much just assist him. That's when I saw that was kind of like, dang,
like it was his mind in the right place.
Right, because he was I don't know if y'all saw the video, so look it up for yourself. It seemed to me that he wasn't. It was a mental. It wasn't a physical thing.
It was kind of like a mental thing.
Yeah, it was like I gotta lead you and guide you and point to where the crowd is for you to wave to them and things like that. But I did see a follow-up video.
Yeah, I did. I seen
he
that too.
said he's healthy, but even in that,
That was
gonna lie,
spooky.
it was something.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I felt like
I thought I was the only one.
Something was still there.
I didn't like that.
It was like they was in denial about something, and that's fine. You don't have to
Because you
speak
remember
about
when
your
Michael Jackson came out and said, "This is it, nigga. This is it."
Yeah.
He told y'all niggas,
it.
"Nigga, this is it, nigga. I am gone."
And this is
before we knew it, he was gone.
Yeah.
And the way that Martin had to address that, I don't like that, because like I said, it kind of feels spooky. But these days, you got to reassure people that, hey, I'm healthy, I'm good. But it's on the record. That's why I love the pod.
Yeah.
Lord willing, nothing happens. But in the case of an emergency and something does, y'all heard it here first, man.
We concerned for Martin. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not happy with I'm not happy with the follow up. I still felt like there was something there they were trying to keep below the surface, and I could be wrong. Like I said, and when it comes to people's health, you can't expect people to just give that information up. Your health is privacy, so it's private. But I don't know. It just didn't look good. I know what you're saying about the action movies, but I just didn't feel like that was a body thing at all. I felt like there was something going on there. And when you talk about the health thing, it reminded me so much of the Jamie Foxx situation. And that's why I was like, Jamie didn't really give any information out. So there was months in between there being knowledge of something going on and him coming out or his family coming out and giving us some type of explanation about what was going on with him. Maybe Martin.
And then even
felt like, you know what? If I let this ride, then it'll just keep building.
Because I'll be honest, man, there's a lot of weird shit going on out there in Hollywood, man.
Right now,
it's getting spooky and spooky about a minute. You know?
Unreal.
Like,
it's
man,
unreal.
I mean, shout out to Cat Williams for letting everybody know this is going to be the year of truth.
It feels like
sometimes I feel like this year we'd have had too much damn truth.
Nah, you can never have enough of that. You can never have enough of the truth. I want more of this via social media, via whatever the case may be. However they can get the information to us, I want us to have it. Like I said, Jamie Foxx family didn't tell us anything for months, so that just festered and festered. And by the time it came out, we thought the man was all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for Martin and them to address it early on, even though I feel like it was a little bit of, shadiness still there with it, I'm gonna lean towards what you said about possibly it having something to do with the action movie, the what he's putting his body through.
Yeah, this don't go away. They are older gentlemen, and I love. That's why I love we got the podcast, because things like topics like this and videos that we put out here,
right,
it don't go away.
No.
And we always got a chance to look back and say, hey man, we had a funny feeling, man, and it don't go nowhere, man. You can't take it down like an IG post.
Yeah,
you know.
Hey, we're going to switch gears just a little bit because this right here is hot on the wire, and I want to talk about it right here, right now, all right? But let's start it like this, and then you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yo, boy. And if you don't know, NOVI Lee been quoting this song
all fucking week.
What? It's like it had a revamp. It came back out.
Like that shit came back around. I don't know what.
K-Dot.
Trying to see Compton. Man, it's like I can't even repeat the words without having the stank face. Many options.
That's right. That's right. But this is the.
I watched the shout out to Juice LaRock. He came through Studio One yesterday and showed me a reaction video. He showed me the reaction videos They Not Like Us. And bro, when I tell you, I can't lie, it brought me back to a feeling that felt kind of nostalgic, seeing so many different people react to the same thing and sharing the same feeling. It made me feel like I was outside and all the kids in the neighborhood was outside again.
Yeah.
Like
we needed that. We needed
that for the
I
culture,
heard you in
man.
pre-production ask a question like, what if Drake would have won? Drake would have had to go 100% Super Saiyan to make this happen. 100% Super Saiyan, because the lyrics and the bars that Kendrick was spitting, you said, where did this come from? A place of he said,
I hate the way
hate.
that you
I don't
walk,
even
the way that you talk.
Yeah.
I hate the way that you
It
dress.
feels like it came from a place of hate. Like he literally hates that guy. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
that shit make you that shit make you question yourself. Like, damn.
But we brought that back because I want to let you know about something, man. K died on Juneteenth. That's June 19th coming up. He's popping out. Out to show him. You know what I'm saying?
Where?
He's got a concert coming up.
Where?
It's gonna be on the West Coast for sure.
Let's go.
I can't remember the name of the exact venue, but it's gonna be on the West
go.
Coast. And this is the thing though. He's popping out. He's popping out with friends. He's popping out with friends. So who are those friends gonna be that K-Dot is gonna be popping out with?
Oh man,
Talk to us.
That fucking mug. He gotta come out there with J-Rock. He gotta come out there with Schoolboy Q, cause you know Schoolboy Q back, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Top Shelf, man.
Yeah.
In the building, man. Shout out to all
Shout out
my
to
people
Pig.
out there,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Like I said, I can't wait till y'all see what the Studio One, NOVI TV Network Universe got going on, man. We on some super
Big
shit.
news for the people. Big news.
I think, if we gonna be like K-Dot. We're gonna be the Crocs and Socks and friends, goddamn. That's how we coming, man. But to be honest, it's no telling, man. Snoop might come out.
I'm asking you because I want to know if you feel like there's gonna be any controversial friends to pop out with K-Dot on Juneteenth.
Well, this is the thing. I just want to see him perform.
Nobody's seen him even perform the song yet. That's kind of
nobody's ever seen him perform this. And when this nigga perform this, I swear to God, like it's just gonna be. I might fuck around and have to go.
Listen though, this another. Did you notice that Drake took down all the diss tracks? Drake took them all down off Instagram.
That mean this is a victory lap.
What I'm saying to you is, nah, K-Dot ain't popping. K-Dot ain't letting that nigga nowhere near the West Coast right now. That ain't happening. So Drake, just take this moment off.
I seen that.
Yeah.
He man, like
I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to make of that. I don't know how I feel about it. It happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what basically I feel like we actually seen the lyrical version of somebody fucking with the kid in the class that don't fuck with nobody. He mind his business, stay to himself. And we watched the most popular jock in the school come through and
and that Letterman jacket and everything.
And we watched that nigga get his ass
handed to him. Handed to him. Hey, run for your life.
For real, nigga, come on, bro. Even if I was Drake homie, I'm a real nigga. If I was Drake homie, I would have told him after the first diss.
Yeah.
Hey man, leave this nigga alone, bro. Stop
it really ain't worth
it. It ain't worth it, man. We gonna lose.
When they found themselves over there putting stories together to try to make it seem as if they fooled him and all that, that's when somebody should have been like, "Hey, it's time. It's time for us to go ahead and just let him have what he had, and that's a victory." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a victory, man. That's a victory, man.
So K-Dot's popping out with some friends June 19th, and that's kind of dope because he had the colonize verse. You know what I mean? So. He got something to talk about. I think he's gonna be speaking while he's up on that stage. He's gonna perform these songs.
This gonna be like a Michael Jackson moment. This shit gotta be on tape. I gotta see this shit.
You know how many beautiful black people gonna be in that venue, bro?
What? Ain't like, on Juneteenth,
man, this is gonna be a beautiful thing.
They know
bro.
how to do it.
I'm excited. And I hope they stream it somehow, some
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
They gotta
see
stream this event.
I gotta see.
I got a feeling I ain't gonna make it out to Cali, but I'm interested in this event. So.
For real,
shout out to K-Dot and his Juneteenth pop out with friends, man.
And my question I asked myself earlier, in an alternate world, in an alternate universe, far, far away, what if, just what if, Drake beat that nigga?
Like I said, look, they want to know. It wasn't
no
a chance. Talk to a pig. It wasn't a chance.
No, I'm just saying, like, no. What if he didn't drop? No, I'm just saying, like, what if it didn't go that way?
He would have had to do something, bro.
My question is there anything he could have done to come back?
No.
You can't come back.
He can't come back.
You can't come back.
If there was anything he could have done, it would have been done by now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. That's it.
Yeah, keep it Canadian, man. And that's why
Crody.
I feel like,
that's why Canadian, Crody.
That's why I feel like Wayne stayed out of this. And they just beat the hell.
No, Wayne stayed out of this because Wayne don't like that dude no more either. When the last time you heard Wayne say Drake?
But he went on tour with him.
I don't want to hear that. That's about that bag. When the last time you heard Wayne speak about Drake?
When the last time you seen Wayne on Drake?
The last time I heard Wayne say something about Drake was when he said he sold him some property.
When the last time you seen Wayne on Drake album? When the last time you seen Drake on?
That ain't happening because I feel like it's attention there that they not gonna speak about because it would be blown into the biggest beef in the world.
But you know what I was hoping? I was hoping they was gonna make Young Money collide like the motherfucking
That's
like
how you
Voltron.
know.
I was hoping that Nicki would say "fuck it." Nah, I got you.
That's how
I was
you
hoping
know
Wayne
Wayne-
would be like, "Yeah, nigga, let me step in, nigga, cause you don't know I'm the best rapper alive, nigga. I got this."
Yeah, but Wayne
But
ain't-
no,
he ain't
they let
with-
that
they not
nigga
on
get
the-
his ass whooped.
Yeah, that should let you know right there. That should let you know right there. If your camp, your team, nobody.
But you know who they remind me of?
What you got?
Them team members on Caitlin Clark team.
Oh,
they
my.
watching her get her ass beat.
Yeah, it's going down.
Like, man, did you see what's going on right now?
Yeah, but I got a question about it. So, is that what it takes to become the GOAT?
Well, I
Do
feel
you
like
have to go through getting beat on?
don't make
Prove
it so obvious.
You gotta prove
though.
yourself. If you're gonna come
Ladies,
into this league
like,
and they're gonna claim you as our GOAT, you gonna have to earn that.
well,
We're
you
not
know,
just gonna
you
give
know
you
they
that.
always say ladies worse than men. If a lady don't like you, they don't fucking
Well,
like you. Gotta
listen,
go.
that
a
league-
nigga might keep it cool.
That league been a rough league.
Well, about Angela Reese, she recently came out and stated.
Miss Angel Reese, we sorry about
Miss
that.
Angel
Miss
Reese,
Go ahead.
She recently came out and stated that, hey, y'all gotta
Don't forget 'em,
understand
yeah.
that all of this is because of me also.
Yeah, the
'Cause if
beef
I
between
would
me,
not have done that
Flau'jae.
little hand motion,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't have been no commotion.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how to feel if because I haven't been watching WNBA.
Yeah,
I'm
man, you
not
gotta
gonna
step your
act-
game
I
up.
mean, I
Step
got
your
to, I got
WNBA
to.
game up,
I
bro.
gotta step my WNBA game up. But my thing is, like, can y'all not make it so obvious?
Bro, it's supposed to be obvious. We want y'all to know what's happening with her right now.
Well, I'll give it to you. These girls right here playing more aggressive than the niggas in the NBA.
Bruh, that
niggas
league-
in the NBA be acting like they going out like they fucking best
that's
friends.
100%
They going
true.
to Cancun together after all them moves together.
100%
I don't
true.
understand. You get what I'm saying?
So from what I understand, the WNBA has always been an aggressive league. The
Mm-hmm.
NBA has become less aggressive over time, and we witnessed that. Now, don't get me wrong; these finals that are coming up, we're gonna get into that a little bit later.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited about these finals, but to act
Yes,
as
we
if
will
the
get to
league
that later on in the show.
has not become a non-aggressive league, we.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
they trying to change the game in that
conspiracy
way.
of the week.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What you got?
That's it.
What?
Hit me. Load me up.
Oh, hold on.
Load
we
me
gonna
up.
jump
Let's go,
into it.
baby.
This week's Crocs and Socks Conspiracy of the Week.
Did they soften up the NBA for these Euro players that they see is saying is doing so much now?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because they saw which way the league was going. Not only just the European players, the Steph Currys of the game and all that. That's not physical basketball. That's smart basketball. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but it's not the game that we're used to.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So, but if you're gonna take that game to where they're taking it, it might have took that change. Now, we as fans might look at that and be upset, like, you know, I missed that aggression and I'm tired of watching the flopping. But the game itself, you watch what the ratings are on these finals that's coming up.
I feel
You
like
wait and see what the ratings look like on these finals that are coming up.
I feel like I don't know if we'll ever get a player that's dominant like Shaq. I don't know if we'll ever get a player that's like, because when I say, I mean, the closest thing we got to a physically dominant big man like that
Who you
is
feel?
Giannis, in my opinion. But back to our conspiracy, you have to look at how we grew up watching the NBA, you know, and seeing slam dunks, like want to go to a NBA game and
see
hear-
that physicality.
See that physicality,
Yes.
you know. Then
Yes.
even to seeing the fights. Like, I go back and look at old school clips.
You will
and these
never
niggas-
see- you
These
will
niggas
never
look like
see-
plumbers, mechanics. These niggas-
You'll never see another Charles Oakley or any of those guys that played the game hard like that. You won't see them anymore. That's not who they're recruiting out of college. That's not who the colleges are recruiting out of high school. When you go to the AAU games, everybody in the gym, including the big guys, are shooting threes.
Wow.
Yeah, no paint, you good. No paint, no none of that. Everybody that you see are shooting threes. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So that game has definitely changed. What you
So
got,
do-
Pig? Why's that? That
Yeah, and I
on.
don't
And
see any defense these days.
that's the one element that they will keep around. They got to bring defense back because if they're gonna shoot threes from half court, you're gonna have to find a way to defend against it. So I'm with you on that conspiracy. I think 100%
And
they changed the game for the Euro players.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's no doubt in my mind that these people who are in control of the NBA have for years and a while have been wanting to turn it into an international sport.
Yeah.
And man, I just feel like we watching some soft ass shit, man.
It's happening, but hey, we gonna get out of here. I agree with you on that, and ain't nothing you can really do about it because the money's gonna talk.
Just do your research. Look at these old games. Look at these old games and watch these niggas get elbowed, head
You will
butted,
never see it again.
all that, man. That's
You'll never
classic.
see that
Those
again.
are good times, and you can turn me back down. And that's my.
This week's Crocs and Socks Conspiracy of the Week.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
we'll never see that again. But while we on these sports, man, we gonna stay in these sports. We got a special guest with us over here.
Yes,
we
sir.
got some sports talk going on, man. We got the good brother Trey with us today, and
Yes,
he
sir.
gonna help us break down some of
Now-
these things that are going on. You good?
now-
Yeah. We're gonna break down a few of these things we got going on in the sports world today. Good brother Trey, welcome to the set.
sir,
Welcome to
yes,
Crocs and
sir,
Socks,
yes,
my
sir.
brother. How you feeling?
Yes, sir. I got my boy on here, man.
Yeah.
Move a little bit, man.
He
Get
good
on
in
there,
lovely.
frame? All right.
Got my Steph Curry going on. Got my little Riley in the building. You know.
Okay. Man,
Glad
how
you
you
here
doing,
with
man?
us,
Go ahead,
brother. Glad you here with
introduce
us.
yourself to the people, man.
I'm Trey Young, TLY. 10-year guy.
Yes,
Known
sir.
dude for my whole life. Die-hard sports person, college athlete, the whole nine.
Well, while we got you here, die-hard sports person, which I know you to be, 100%. I got a question for you. Who you taking in these finals?
I named my son after Luka Doncic. My son's first name is Luka.
Hey, shout out to Trey and his son Luka. Answering that question in the way, man, only Trey could do it. So you taking the Mavericks?
I got Mavs in 6.
6 games. 6 games.
And we taking game 1 tonight.
Okay. That is right, good people. Crocs and Socks listeners, game 1 of the finals is tonight. If you're watching this or listening to it this weekend, you guys are going to already have those results. So we're going to find out just how correct the good brother Trey is on his predictions. He's taking the Mavericks in 6. Novi Lee, let's go right to you. Who you got taking this thing?
Man, well, first of all, man, I wanna shout out all our listeners and viewers, man.
Shout
This is
out to the Crocs and
actually-
Socks listeners.
This is actually our first time doing a segment for the finals, and we want to be able to bring a sports analyst and people who actually are diehard
That's right.
sports fans once a week to come
right.
tell y'all not only their prediction, and you here.
Hey, we got a crew in the back today, man. I'm so excited about these cats, man.
So
Listen.
yeah, we wanna have a chance for y'all to be able to, you know what I'm saying, follow us along for the finals and because I'll be putting let him tell it every time I bet for somebody. They end up on the side. What do you say? My bandwagon end up on the side of the road.
If Novi Lee decides to jump on your bandwagon, just go ahead and count it as an L. It's gonna be on the side of the road. Don't
I'm
let
a
him.
kid in 21 when they know I don't play and I try to get on. Nah, go over there.
No, bro, you good.
So Novi Lee, who you got then in this series? You can't don't say my boys
know,
then.
yeah, that's all right.
Don't say my boys, man. Come on.
It's coming. Go
All
ahead.
right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Boston fan,
Yes.
but I'm going for Luka and them boys.
Oh, God
Okay.
damn it. I mean, oh dang.
Y'all heard it here first. Well, listen.
Oh Lord, it's going down.
Crocs and Socks,
the whole
man.
Dallas ship going down. Nah,
Crocs and
man.
Socks. Listen, we going.
Now I'm gonna say the reason why I want to go with Dallas. Let me hear why you go other than your son Luka. Yeah, other than your son. Do you watch the game and be like, "Go, son, go"?
Boy, you Boy, there go your namesake.
He ain't in
your
the
namesake.
Your son ain't in the NBA yet, baby. That's what I hear. Like.
Then you look at him, your real Luka son. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's
Listen.
what we doing. But yeah, why you going with Dallas, man?
Why we going with Dallas? You don't know?
Got
All
the
right,
bright
I'm
lights on it today.
So I think P.J. Washington, Derek Lively, and Derrick Jones Jr. and Maxi Kleber are going to be the X factors. I think Boston.
Lively for sure. Yes.
I think Boston has the better players. After Luka and Kyrie, I think you go Tatum and Brown, and then after that is all Celtics.
I agree with that.
For about a good 4 or 5 of them, and then you got the Mavs. But I think we play really good team ball. Like I think we play really good team. I think that the Celtics like to go a lot of ISOs. They're gonna shoot a bunch of threes. Game 1 against Minnesota, they shot the crap out the 3 ball. They outshot us by like 12 threes made, and we still won the game because we take it to the paint. We're gonna get 5 to 10 foot shots the whole game. We're gonna work the alleys. We're gonna do that. But Derrick Jones Jr. and Derek Lively are going to be the reasons why we win game 1, and Maxi Kleber and them are going to be the reason why we win the series. So
I like that. I agree with you on the lively factor. Depending on how he plays, it's gonna just watching him during the series. It's gonna tell you a lot about what's gonna happen. He is gonna be a key factor in that game. I feel like Tatum's got the ability to take over a game, but it's you got Luka and Kyrie that you got to take down by yourself. Now, if Brown is not playing up to par, he doesn't. Tatum
All
can't.
that money.
Yeah, he can't.
All that money.
He can't do it on his own. But this is my question to you though. If it comes down to a Luka versus Tatum, say they find a way to isolate. Say they find a way to isolate Kyrie, because Kyrie has had a couple of games where he scored right at 20. You know.
Yes.
Is Tatum gonna be? Could Tatum possibly be enough to do it if they find a way to isolate Kyrie?
I think that Tatum be showing up when it. Yeah, he don't show up, man. So I definitely don't think so. I think that Luka's a 5-time, first-time All-NBA player, and Jason Tatum is a 3-time first-team All-NBA player. And Kyrie Irving has a ring, and he's damn near finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in Tatum like that. It's a reason why they want to break them up or keep them together. You ask me, they should stay together. But I don't think they're gonna win this year. I believe that Luka is the modern day Michael Jordan, man, because
He's the one on the court,
bro.
He's the one on the court.
Bro, like
that
his career,
77, he's not lying. I mean, he's doing some things out there, and he looks like he's doing it with ease. He almost looked lazy. He almost looked like he out of shape.
His career scoring average is second to Michael Jordan with 30 points a game. It's more than LeBron. Luka's career points per game average, rebounds per game average, assists per game average, more triple doubles at an age. Only thing LeBron has over him at this age is he been to the finals. And he got swept by the Spurs, but he been to the finals and he got a couple MVPs. And Luka, if he wins the championship this year, I'm gonna take a step out there. Luka will also win MVP next year.
Hey, Luka deserves to win that MVP if all this happens. I didn't have you on last week and we brought this up, but I want to ask you why I got you here. The question was going around: who's the best 1-2 duo in NBA history? Best 1-2 duo in NBA history. And the reason I'm asking you is because I feel like media is prisoners of the moment. So it was easy for them to say Luka and Kyrie. But those stats were there. They had the stats to back that up. But my question was, how do you just Stockton them alone? I know Pippen and Jordan don't like each other. But I mean, you can't act like what they did on that court didn't happen.
Once your son start dating my wife, no,
oh man,
that will never be. That duo will never be. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going with Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, and that's definitely respect.
I'm going with Shaq and Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe. Let's go.
I'm going with Shaq and Kobe, man. You got to think how dominant Shaq was.
So are we talking about individual numbers? Are we talking about rings?
Man, just 1-2 on the court.
Talking
who's the best 1-2 to play this game?
I gotta go. I gotta go. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Number one,
that's good.
Isaiah Thomas is 6 foot tall. The only other 6'1" or 6'2" guard below it, the winner rings, is Steph Curry. Number two, Joe Dumars is damn near 6'4", 6 foot,
and made it happen.
And they won 2 rings in a back-to-back era with, like Novi Lee said earlier, they was throwing bows and elbows.
All of that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
the game definitely wasn't the same game.
There's not no 6 foot from excluding Steph Curry all the way back to when the white boys was dominating the league with John Havlicek and Bob Cousy. There was no 5'10". There's no 5'10" or 6 foot players to win championships, and they won back to back, 89 and 90. They went back to back. So
does the Splash Brothers get a respectable nod in this conversation though?
For sure, but I just respect the fact that basketball is a tall man's game, and 2 little people came out there and they played defense by any means, and they won 2 rings. I'm not a Pistons fan at all, but
no, that's
I respect
honest.
it.
Yeah, that's honest.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
So,
Crocs and Socks listeners, before we get out of that, we want to know in those comments who's your best 1-2 in NBA history.
And
in the
who y'all
comments,
going with for
let
the
us
finals,
know so
man?
we can talk about it on next week's episode. I want to know what you think. Pig, who's the best 1-2 in NBA history?
Yeah, what you got, Pig?
Oh, all right. We're going to let him marinate on that one.
He was going to say Jordan and Pippen.
We're going to let him marinate. We'll get back to you. Okay. We're going to get back to you. All right.
You got to drop.
I'm Stockton and Malone. I'm Stockton and Malone, man, for sure.
I can't. Why do you say Stockton and Malone?
Because I like saying Stockton and Malone. Shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners. But I remember watching what they did. Like, not to a T, but I never liked Malone. But somehow Stockton always got him the ball, and they always had high percentage shots, and that's what I like in basketball. I like high percentage shots. It's not really that game anymore, like we talked about. It's all around the perimeter. Those are low percentage shots, but it's becoming the high percentage shot in this game.
That's why Boston will lose.
And that may be
because they're just
true.
gonna shoot willy nilly.
They don't know how to. The way we don't got that much. The way they train basketball in the States is do you got a bag? It's no. I'll pump fake and I got a free shot in the mid range. I'm gonna kick it to the wing again because I want a 3-point shot. Where they got mid range. Luka and Kyrie take the mid range. Luka and Kyrie take floaters. Luka and Kyrie settle. If they don't have to always shoot threes.
And they do a good job of feeling what's
Yes.
hot. They're not just gonna keep shooting threes when they're not making them.
Yes.
Some teams will continue to shoot threes even
or
though
they
they ain't
shut
made
down.
none all night.
Or they shut down.
And if they can't make threes, the whole game is off.
So would you go as far as to say that they're gonna sweep them boys?
Nah, he gave him six.
I
He
can't
got
do
him in
that.
six. He got him in six. Yeah, that's still the Boston Celtics. And they're gonna have to go play some of those games in Boston, which is not easy to do.
We taking game one.
So yeah, man. Shout out to that. Before you get out of here, Trey, man, I got another question. I know this might not be right up your alley. But how do you feel about what happened with my guy? Everybody, all these sports are taken over by the betting. And shout out to Underdogs for sure. We Underdogs fans over here. Underdog Fantasy. Shout out to Underdogs. But with everything going towards betting, and the MLB player just recently it came out today that they banned him for life for betting on games that he actually played in. He plays for the San Diego Padres. His name is
I bet he got a tough name.
Tucupita,
I bet he got a tough name.
Tucupita Marcando. He plays for the Padres.
That. Whatever they saying you did, you
did that. But with where sports betting is going, how do you feel like they should regulate players and betting?
First of all, he is not the first and won't be the last. You got
Absolutely.
Calvin Ridley, you got Jonte Porter. Yeah. So like I think first of all, I think that's a dumb decision. And second, I think they should take sports betting out because I think it's diluting the game. And I hope he didn't take the lower on himself when he did bet. I hope he took the higher because you want to.
Damn, bro, you're not even betting on yourself.
Yeah, you would want to play better, right?
I'm about to go out there and screw.
You know what I'm saying?
And you might have an argument if you bet the higher. You like, I pushed myself to make sure I got, something like that. Okay.
But I
Hey, he called all the homies, but you know I ain't got nothing going on tonight.
Yeah.
it's just one of them.
I just want to let y'all boys know. Word, man. Tell them all and I'll say what's up.
What was the question again? How do I feel about it?
How do you feel about just sports betting in general?
Do you?
How
think they
should
ban
these
it?
I think they
leagues
should ban it.
Or how can we?
say what now?
So what?
They gotta
Okay.
fix them picks. You right about
They been
that.
catching
They gotta
refs.
fix them
They
picks.
been catching refs too.
Nah, like they actually own.
Betting
If
on
you
games.
shout out Vlad TV.
Ain't
famous
nobody
Vlad.
safe.
Shout out
If
to
you
Vlad.
go on Vlad, they have a Tim Donahue, I think that's his name, the actual rep that was interviewed
Yeah,
for throwing
yeah,
games. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that happens, but the sports betting, I think it's got to stop, or they should keep it the regular season only, where it's not that many stakes in there. You know, whether you make it to the playoffs, you don't, you
True.
was gonna make it or not.
I like that.
But I
Oh, so you saying if your team don't make it, your state
USOL, yeah, USOL. Yeah, so
it. I like that.
But in big state games, playoffs, it's too much on the line. People get all NBA contracts and people get big time money from playoff performances, whether it's NFL, MLB, NHL, whatever, MLS, it doesn't matter. Whatever you play in the playoffs, when you show up in the bright lights like these are, you get paid big money.
Yeah,
That's what
so
you
why
get.
risk it? That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. That's
Oh,
true.
and my Miami Hurricanes is going undefeated this year, and we're gonna see Georgia in the national championship game.
You heard him.
NCAA football.
Shout out to NCAA college football
When we
coming back.
tailgate-
Oh man, I'm
when
too
we
excited about
tailgate
that.
this season, we definitely gonna have TLY with us, man. Trey Young, man, thank you for joining this kind of
Absolutely,
show, man.
bro. Thank you for coming on Crocs and Socks, my brother. Yes, ma'am. Hey, what's Miss Lady? What's the Miss Lady's name right here?
Her name is Haven Rain Young.
Shout out to Miss Haven Rain. That's right. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to TY, man. RIP. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, man. Thank
Love
you, bro.
y'all.
So,
All right,
hey, we're
y'all.
gonna have you
Appreciate
back.
that.
We're gonna have you back again,
All
man.
right.
All right, word, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Trey Young coming through, helping us out with this week's sports takes on.
You bet on Luka tonight.
Hey, he ain't a betting man. He ain't no betting man.
The Weekly Tea, powered by NOVI TV. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning to the first episode of the Weekly Tea. I'm here with my host.
Trill, it's your girl. What's up?
Hi, I'm Key Renee. I'm a bottle girl and promoter. Follow me on Facebook.
And I'm Delilah.
Our original host, T, couldn't be here, so today we have the lovely Delilah filling in for her. So what we're doing is we are a talk show, not a podcast like everybody else. We're a talk show. Weekly, we'll be talking about everything that's been going on in the industry, music industry, clothing, beef, even local tea, covered by our beautiful Key.
You know, I got you on that local tea.
So y'all, what's up? What's been going on with you guys this week? The Weekly Tea, powered by NOVI TV.
Hey, shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners, the best listeners in the world, man.
Yes,
man. The lovely wide world of sports right now. Before we go, bro, I got another thing I want to holler at you about. We got some more questions on social media over the.
Oh
over
yeah,
the
I
week.
want to tell y'all, I love that segment we had last week, man. The questions is, I love them, keep them coming. We're gonna keep it real, and we're gonna answer whatever y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
wanna
this
know,
is what the
man.
listeners were wanting to know from us this week, and they actually enjoyed the answers that we got. They felt like it made them feel a little bit closer to us.
Okay.
So shout out to our listeners. I feel like we got the best listeners in the world. Shout out
Cause
to the
he
Crocs and Socks
believe he
listeners.
can fly.
Oh man, I
He
wanted to fly, man.
last
Last
week.
week they asked what superpower if we could have a superpower, which one would we want? For sure, I wanted to fly. For sure, I wanted to fly. But this week, man, we got some really good questions, bro. We got some really good questions, and as I said, I'm not gonna say who the questions are from because I don't want the questions to stop rolling in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So let's get into it, bro. Let's get into this week's Crocs and Socks questions.
Yes, sir. Woo-hoo.
Here we go. Let's start with this one. What's the last you would consider good movie that you watched all the way through?
Oh shit, bro! I got ADD. I suck at that shit.
So
I can't remember.
You haven't watched the movie all the way
No, I'm
through.
just tough on movies, bro. When I see movies, if I see some bullshit, I'm like, I'm not watching this shit.
Okay.
Like, so 9 times out of 10, and then I shoot shit. So when I look at movies, I don't look at movies for.
You analyzing the
I
film.
analyze shit. I be like, who the fuck that nigga in the back?
True
You
that.
know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I mean? So, and I be like, why the fuck they say that? That's stupid.
So good people, Novi Novi hasn't finished a full movie in the last year.
Man, I'm trying to think, bro. Give me a second.
All right, well I'll go ahead and let the people know.
You
It
go.
was actually recently. That's the why we watched me. We did watch that.
Trolls
Shout
is
out to
lit.
Trolls. Soundtrack fire. The soundtrack fire. Shout out to Trolls. It wasn't Trolls, but I did watch it with my little girls. We watched King Richard. We watched King Richard, and I was surprised. It's a long movie. My daughters are 5 and 13, and they sat through King Richard fully and was glued to the screen. Could not believe that was the story of the icons, Venus and Serena Williams. They left that like with a love for Richard, bro. Like throughout that movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it, Crocs and Socks. Do yourselves a favor and tune in to King Richard, the story about the father of the great tennis greats, Venus and Serena Williams. Man,
better not speak on
he
Serena.
was definitely a unique character, man. He was definitely a unique character. There was one part where they busted out laughing. They all in this van. He drives one of those old Volkswagen vans, and they all packed. He got all his girls in the van. I think he had like 5 or 6 girls though. And they driving, and he says, out of a sudden, out the blue, he says, "Hey girls, make sure y'all wave to all the people that ain't here no more." And they pan the camera over, and they was riding past the graveyard, and all the girls said, "Bye to the people that ain't with us no more," or something like that. Like little things like that he would do with the girls, man. King Richard, great movie. Will Smith did his thing. If you haven't watched it, do yourselves a favor, tune in to King Richard.
Man, look here.
This cat still ain't thought of a
Nah,
movie. You know?
I know exactly
What you got?
The last movie I watched, and I said, this shit fire.
What you got?
And I didn't expect it. Because I'm thinking like, yeah, but then part of me is like, whoa, they making this shit a movie. They gonna put some motherfucking emphasis, some energy into this shit. And once I looked at it, bro, I said, yo, we're gonna watch this shit again.
What was it?
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, that was good. I watched that one too. I watched that one
Yo,
too.
the Super Mario
good.
Brothers was so fire. Like,
it had like an element of humor to it that I wasn't expecting.
yeah,
but that was good. That
and
was
it
really
took
good.
you on journeys through Donkey Kong Country. It brought my childhood back because I grew up playing Super Nintendo. I grew up playing Mario. So seeing Bowser's castle and seeing Princess Peach and Bowser singing
to
Peach,
her, bro. He
that
was
shit, you know what I mean? Like
trying to serenade her.
Yeah, man. And then the actors, shout out to Chris Pratt, the actors that they actually put in there, man. They put a lot of great actors in that movie, man. So I mean, to be honest, bro, like. Yeah, that was one of the last movies that I watched and actually seen and was entertained by it.
Well, shout out to that, bro. Shout out to that. Let's go ahead to question number 2 from our listeners. All right, who was your first celebrity crush?
Oh man!
And by the way, it's hot in here. Go ahead,
man,
though. You good? Go ahead though. Who was your first celebrity crush? Talk to us.
Oh God, man. That's a good one. Shit. Damn.
I'm probably gonna get some flack for mine, but I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm gonna get some flack. It'll be all right. You want me to go ahead and drop it?
Topanga.
What? Shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners. Topanga was definitely. I ain't know it. Topanga from Boys Meets World.
Yeah.
Had me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
When I
like
was-
Topanga
when I was
because she was
young,
like
bro.
she was
Bruh.
pretty, but she was cool enough to hang around.
Man, Topanga had
Like,
them.
But it's just like I like the energy. Like if you can hang around and
I ain't know
can
nothing
talk
about
to
her
you,
energy.
Man, nah,
I ain't know nothing about her energy.
Well,
I
mean,
was young, and you already know how that go. And Topanga was on that screen with.
I'm about longevity. So when you look at the cast of how Topanga been there the whole fucking show,
True.
I like that. Like I like longevity. I like loyalty. Like for a motherfucker to be around and stay around, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what always caught my interest.
Miss Topanga.
You know what I'm saying?
From Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
I give it to her, and then I remember
I
getting.
mean, then my girl from Saved by the Bell.
Which one?
Lisa.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, her.
She was the
Yeah.
finest thing in
Yeah.
Bayside, boy.
Oh yeah.
What you
Her.
talking about?
Shit.
As I grew up a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a little crush on J-Lo too. I thought J-Lo was gonna be my wife one day. I thought I was gonna pull that off.
Who my girl from Girlfriends?
Oh my gosh,
Lynn.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Nah. I like Lynn. I used to have a crush on Lynn because she used to play the guitar and shit.
Bruh.
And then she was like free
Bruh,
spirited it.
she was but Tracy Ellis, man, stop playing.
You don't like her. She was the leader.
Stop playing. Shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners, man. Great
That was a
question.
good
Thank
one.
y'all for
That
this
was a
question,
good
man.
one. That was
y'all
a
took
good
me
one.
back with that one, boy. I did not
That was a
expect you to
good
say
one.
Topanga. I was
Yeah, man. Come on, man. We know we 90s kids, man.
All right, we got another question from the listeners. We're gonna jump into this, man. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's see. If you could up and move to any city in the United States right now, where would it be and why? Any city in the U.S. You up, you move, everything's good. When you get there, that's where you going. What city you moving to?
Texas.
Talk to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. Why were you going to Dallas?
Because I love the culture. Like you got music, then you got no taxes.
Okay.
Main reason why, you know, like so it's easy. Then the houses is cheap. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Hey, man. Fuck, I had that thing on. You never know.
So you going to Dallas, Texas?
I'm gonna have to have mob ties.
Dallas, Texas. I ain't mad at that pick. I think I would probably, and it might be because I might be a little biased. I grew up in Florida, and I learned to love that place. My younger brother, shout out to Rakeem, he was a baby while we were down there, so he literally grew up like Puerto Rican. Like when we moved back to Cowpens,
Yeah.
people thought he was Puerto Rican. You know what I mean?
shit.
He had he already had the curly hair and all that or
That's
whatever.
why he talk fast.
Yeah. So I think I would love to move back to. We lived in 3 different places. We lived in West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West. But if I could go back, I think I'd take the fam where we move down to Key West, find us a nice spot.
So
somewhere.
you gonna deal with hurricane season and all that.
Hey man, it is what it is. Wherever you go, you're gonna have to deal with something.
Fuck it. Rather have the hurricanes than a drive by in
I mean,
Dallas.
I'm just saying, like, You got to cross. It's kind of interesting. You got to cross over a 7-mile bridge to get out to the islands of Key West. And I remember being a kid, and like one of the cool things was they had just built the new bridge, but the old bridge they blew up a section of it for the movie True Lies.
Yeah.
You remember that movie?
Nah, but that's crazy.
Yeah, well, during that movie, they used a section of that bridge for the movie, and you could see it as you pass by. But 7 miles worth of bridge as a kid, bro, it blew my mind. But I love that place down
Well,
there.
man, when you get older, man, when you about 60, 70.
I ain't waiting that long. I ain't waiting that long. As soon as I get opportunity, if they cool with it, we up and we out.
As soon as the babies can hold the house down.
We up and we
Go.
out. Yeah.
Go,
So Novi, we gonna be out in Dallas. Me and the fam, we gonna be down in Key West, Florida, man, for sure, bro.
Yeah, for sure,
Shout out to the Crocs and Socks listeners for shooting
man.
us those questions, man. And that was this week's Crocs and Socks.
Yeah, man, y'all definitely sent us
Shout
down
out
memory
to y'all.
lane this week with those questions, bro. Like,
anything else for these good people,
man, shit, bro. I think we done set it all this week, man.
All right. Well, listen, I want to let them know about one more thing before we get out of here. One of our show sponsors, shout out to Shelby's Wagon Tail Healthy Home Baked Dog Treats. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Shelby's Wagon Tail. She is a premier vendor coming up at the Rooted Rooster Farms upcoming event. She's gonna be one of their premier vendors. I'm guessing that means she'll have like a certain type of spot and all that. But shout out to our sponsor.
I gotta get some of them treats for Evie girl.
You really do, bro. You really do. And if you guys haven't purchased any of your treats yet, you can find her on Instagram. It's Crocs. It's Shelby's Wagging Tail Dog Treats on Instagram. But man, shout out to you. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out to Dubby. Shout out to who else we got on the sponsor?
Shout out to Grillin' 365.
Shout out to Miss B's Soul
Shout out to
Food,
Sweets
Food
on
for
the
Soul,
Run.
Sweets on the Run.
Man, hey,
shout
look
out
here.
to all of our sponsors.
And before we get ready to go, man, I just want to let y'all know, man, we got a lot of big things on the way,
Yes, man.
We
Shout
not
out to
playing with y'all.
shout out to everybody that's in the back right now. Y'all can't see them, man, but it's excitement is in the air right now.
We about to turn this shit to the goddamn soup French. You know what I'm saying, man?
We got some good news for y'all. We ain't gonna say nothing right now, but soon enough, man. It grows and it grows and it grows.
Say we going up. Y'all know how we doing, man. But
Shout out to the listeners.
We
Hey,
appreciate y'all for rocking
it's
with
that
us
time.
another episode, another week, man. Make sure y'all enjoying yourself, enjoying y'all life. You only get one, man. Work that 9 to 5.
Do what you gotta
work
do.
them 7 days. Work them 12s. Get that shit over with. Or shit, keep getting it how you getting it.
Grind
Either
don't
way,
stop, man.
just make sure you being yourself, man.
That's
Crocs
right.
and Socks, the podcast.
We out of here. As
You
we
know how
say
go.
at the end of each and every episode, if you know it, say it along with us. If you don't, learn it right now so that next week you can feel like part of the team and say it along with us. All right? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Salute to
the creators. And we still here, and y'all still here too, man. Y'all tuning in, y'all know what this is, man.
Good day, good people. This is the Crocs and Socks podcast, also known as Crocs and Socks the pod. Thank y'all for being here.